Hey, YouTubers, how are you today? You guys, I have so much to talk about, and I am your girl, Sunshine Jamaican Blazing Chocolate. I know it's a mouthful, but it speaks for itself. Sunshine, that's because that's what Papa and everybody call me. Jamaican, because that's what I'm part to am, and blazing, because I keep it blazing, and chocolate, yeah. That speaks for itself. Okay, you guys, but I have so much to talk about. Happy Sunday. Thank God for another day, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I had a great weekend. I hope you guys had a safe, great weekend as well. You know, like I said before, I do have so much to talk about, and I am so excited to be in front of you guys. So please follow, like, subscribe, press the notification buttons. Come check out your girl. Share the live as well. Okay. And please come on through. Okay. So as we get into the things that are to talk about, you guys, because like I said, there's so much. So let's get into this. Okay. Neighbors, it's never this serious. A Columbus woman is some serious trouble. She's in some serious trouble after allegedly shooting and killing her husband on Facebook Live. Let's stop right here. The social media mess is ridiculous. This social media mess is getting really ridiculous, and it's really, really damn sad. People are killing people on live. This other brother just killed his baby on live chat with his girlfriend. It is really sad how they use social media. According to reports, the incident went down Saturday around 7:30 in the morning. Lowndes County Sheriff Eddie Hawkins said Khadijah Brown, 28, and her husband Jeremy Brown had been arguing for most of the night, of course. He said that Jeremy was allegedly trying to leave the apartment and de escalate the situation before he was shot. He died at the house. What's even crazy about this is that the whole thing was captured on Facebook Live. Police arrived in the scene not long after the shooting and arrested Khadijah Brown. She has been hit with a murder charge and is currently still in custody. Like, wow. So now you just lost your life. You took your husband. Okay, an argument is an argument, you know. And if he was trying to leave, I know how it gets, you know, I understand. But then to kill the man and then you was on Facebook Live, like, what? Nothing but the devil. These are the last days. The devil is working so hard, you guys. So hard. It's ridiculous. It's actually insanity. It's insanity, you guys. Another story I want to get to you, you guys, is this. Neighbors, think twice before asking your partner to choke you during sex. Now, this is wild. A Texas man is facing a manslaughter charge after confessing to choking his girlfriend to death while the two were having sex. Oh my goodness. To the New York Post, responding to a call around 2:20 a.m. When the police arrived on the scene, they found 24-year-old Deji Garrett Hiller, Garrett Hiller, lying unresponsive. She was rushed, taken to a local hospital where she was pronounced dead. Police spoke with the victim's boyfriend, Gerard Thomas, 27, and he allegedly told them. Deputies interviewed the victim's boyfriend, 27-year-old Sharon Thomas, who allegedly told him that he too were engaged in erotic asphyxiation when Deja became unresponsive. Erotic, that word, asphyxiation, you know what I mean, y'all, refers to a sex act that involves intentionally cutting off air supplies to the brain through choking to increase sexual arousal. Oh. I wish they just take this stuff too far, you guys. In a criminal complaint obtained by the Post stated that Thomas unlawfully and recklessly caused his girlfriend's death by applying pressure to the neck and throat of Deja Gary Hiller with his hands and impeding her breath. He was released on bail and is due back in court on May 17th. I wish no, ladies, please don't. Please don't. That's that's not even that's not even cool. That's not even cool. Not even cool. Okay, so this is another story where a mother, you guys, and I just want y'all to see how many crazy things and people it is. And this is just devastating. A mother found her 24-year-old daughter dead in the home of her ex-boyfriend, and now he's facing murder charges. The victim's mother, Mariel Matias, spoke with ABC7 and said she sensed that something was wrong, back on March 17th. So she went to the apartment of her daughter's ex-boyfriend in Anaheim, California, where she discovered something she could have never imagined after opening the unlocked front door. That is when I found my daughter dead in the bathroom. Alice Mann said, it was I who found her dead in the bathroom. It was not the police. The system failed me. The family told the outlet that the ex-boyfriend, Aaron Romo, 36, had past history of abuse and that a restraining order was filed late last year. Mama Real didn't deserve that death that man gave her. Her mother said she didn't deserve it. And there's worries that no, this man, please say something. Don't be afraid. She added, she said, please don't be silent. Report any incident of domestic violence so what happened to my daughter doesn't happen to them. Her ex was arrested shortly after and hit with a murder charge. Detectives confirmed Romo and Mathis were previously in a romantic relationship. Police said detectives do believe that Romo had assaulted other women in the past and are asking for anyone with previous contact with Romo to come forward. Police have not released additional information, including the cause of death and a possible motive, you guys. That is such a shame, you guys. And when it comes to domestic violence, ladies, you have to say something or try to get away. And why, if he had a restraining order on him, I don't even see how he got to it, why she was in his house. That means what she did when she went back. She did all that legal, and still went back. And he is saying he's been doing it to everybody. He's been doing it to everybody. So that's crazy. Um, that is really crazy. Really crazy. My son had shown me a story earlier, you guys. I'm trying to find it because Jacob, Jane Aiko, Jane Aiko, the singer, her car got stolen from ballet. And she watched the thief drive off in a Range Rover. She gave her car to the valet. And the valet then drove off with the damn Range Rover. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all. Now, y'all, I want to get to another story, you guys, and it was really alarming to me about, and then I'll tell you about the new word I learned today. I want y'all to. Here, you guys, this is a new story, you guys. One day ago, I want y'all to know that this happened one day ago. This is on the news, and I want y'all to be aware of this. In the state of Illinois, I want y'all to know how crooked the state is and how crooked the DCFS agency is. A 16-year-old girl was already a sex trafficking victim. And we have learned that the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services placed her with a 3-time convicted felon who is accused of forcing her into prostitution. CBS 2 investigator Dave Savini has been exposing state child welfare system failures for years. In this case, it is almost unreal what happened to this foster child. But indeed, DCFS, the Department of Children and Family Services, placed a child sexual assault victim into the care of a man who should have never been given a license to be a foster parent in the first place. The troubled 60-year-old girl was placed in a foster parent's home in an apartment building at the corner of 80th Street and Hermitage Avenue. During years long investigation into DCFS, the CBS 2 investigators made the astounding discovery that the licensed foster parent who lived in that apartment and whom the state entrusted to care for the teenage girl was a 24-year-old man with a lengthy criminal record. His name is Eric Johnson, and he's an accused sex trafficker. Y'all, if y'all see him, sorry, the screen is cracked. This is who they gave the baby to. But here, I can't even get my grandchild, my daughter's child. They licensed him as a foster parent, said Cook County Public Guardian Charles Goldberg. They licensed this 24-year-old pimp as a foster parent for a 16-year-old girl who had a history. They were paying tax money as a foster parent while he was trafficking a 16-year-old girl in DCFS care. For 3 years now, they have been investigating DCFS, and they have uncovered a disturbing pattern of the department bouncing children from home to home, such as my daughter, who is now 18 and has been in custody, which I have no problem saying, since 16 years old. She was running away. From department bouncing children from home to home and not getting kids like this girl the proper specialized care. They discovered the teen's case this week when a judge heard evidence from a DCFS hired psychologist nearly a year ago who told the child welfare agency that the teenage girl needed to be in a secure residential treatment sex trafficking program, which made sense. They should have put her in a program for that because she's already damaged. You understand me? In other words, according to the Goldberg, the teenager girl already had a history of being trafficked for sex, and DCFS placed her in a home with the pimp. We asked Goldberg about the way the DCFS handled the teen's case. Goldberg said she needed a secure residential placement that was highly structured and had an intensive program for victims of sex trafficking. DCFS never did that. They bounced her from hospital to shelter to foster home. A court order we obtained says while the teenage girl was waited to get the care and placement that she needs, the teen had been trafficked, sexually assaulted, and shot, and has lived on the streets. My God. And ultimately, the order said the agency made a pimp the child's foster parent. Over this whole year, the girl has been raped, trafficked, and abused. She actually has a bullet in her leg. Johnson has a lengthy criminal record, and the teen was placed with him just months after he was released from federal prison after a 24-month sentence on a firearm charge. Hold on. I got something to say, y'all, but before that, Johnson spent 3 years in state prison for 2 robbery convictions. Stop playing. Despite all that, Johnson passed the placement clearance and was approved by DCFS, despite all that criminal record, to become a foster parent. How does someone with such a background get licensed? It's impossible. It should be impossible. It shocks the conscience, Goldberg said. It's of the level of negligence that's criminal. Johnson's latest charges, detailed in the court record, say the juvenile victim was being advertised. So his foster kid was being advertised by him and prostituted on a known sex website. Savini asks Goldberg what this says about the background checking system at DCFS. It says that they're not doing background checks. It says that it's broken. It says that DCFS is dysfunctional. It says that maybe we're at a point that we should just abolish DCFS altogether. So, in that, I want to know, will they give me my grandbaby then? If that's the case, Goldberg says he is now exploring the possibility of filing a civil rights lawsuit on behalf of the child against DCFS, the state agency that was supposed to protect the child who had already suffered deep trauma and had been trafficked before. DCFS has not yet responded to the questions about the background check of this foster parent. But DCFS statement says in this case, the 60-year-old kid was placed with a friend of the family with the support of both her birth and adoptive mothers and the guardian ad litem in an effort to provide her with stability due to her history of running away from previous placements. So they trying to say that the parents was the adoptive mother and the guardian is support of that because the girl was running away. So you just threw her to a pimp. Over the next several months, DCFS regularly met with the friend of the family. They ain't lying, saying they met with a friend of the family as well as adoptive and birth mothers and the guardian ad litem on a placement plan. These are the individuals with parental rights and responsibilities related to the child at DCFS. Therefore, works closely with them to determine an appropriate plan of action for the child. But the child has been since removed from this household, and there are no other foster or adoptive children living in this household. The child also is currently in the care of a DCFS private partner, and DCFS is working expeditiously to find a permanent and medically appropriate placement for this child that would provide her with the care she needs. This is what DCFS says. Cook County Public Guardian Charles Gobert's response to DCFS statement is this. This is so disingenuous and dishonest. As you know, the teen expressed an interest in living with Johnson. DCFS represented that Johnson had passed DCFS placement clearance and that DCFS had approved Johnson as a paid fictive kin placement for her. Under DCFS regulations, DCFS must perform a criminal background check on an individual before he or she can pass DCFS placement clearance. DCFS either never did this required background check on Johnson, or if DCFS did do this required background check, they did not do so competently or was not concerned about his lengthy record. We most certainly never told DCFS or anyone else that we supported DCFS placing her with Johnson if DCFS required background check came back to DCFS with a record, as long as an arm, including Johnson being a 3-time felon. Moreover, as it is clear from Judge Murphy's order, DCFS also never disclosed to the court that Johnson had this extensive criminal background, despite DCFS passing him. It is just so disingenuous. You guys, after reading this story, and I want you to know this, after reading this story, it's such a shame because I too have dealt with DCFS and my daughter. She's had a child and they snatched her. They have given her to a white family. My daughter has been from this foster care to this foster. They won't let her. She didn't want to sit down. And these teens these days, you know, I can only tell the truth. These teens are, most of them are out of control. They won't listen. But for DCFS not to find the proper care for these children, including my daughter, and also if you're giving children to a pimp, why would you give? I've asked for the baby. My mother's asked for the baby. We all asked for my daughter's child, and they would give it to us. So for them to do that, you guys, that is a shame. It is such a shame, YouTubers and world and everybody. You know, the state of Illinois and DCFS have been terrible since the beginning. Okay, they have all they do is take children, put them in unsafe situations. Okay, separate them from their if they are a good family, but then the ones that are messed up, it seems like they take the children right to them. They give the children right to them. They do. So in terms of that being said, you know, DCFS, you bogus. That is so wrong. And I'm sharing this story with everyone, because I too have went through that, and my daughter and my family, you know, dealing with her daughter and herself. You know, my daughter, she was 16, and they put her in this foster home. Granted, she was a runaway, you know, and my cousin raised my children, but they trying to do I was trying to help them, and now that I'm on my feet and whatever, but these teens are and have been through a lot. They go through a lot. The young ladies out here that are teens are going through a lot, that are runaways or DCFS uh, babies. Unfortunately, if they're in the foster care system, this is how they are treated. And DCFS, I hope they sue the pants off them. I wish that I can. But this is just a story for you, that people need to be aware of. And this has just been found out like a day ago. So this has recently just happened. So it's really crazy how they do people. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane how they do. The state of Illinois is so fucked up. Fucked up, I tell you. So yeah, I wanted to share that little story with you guys because yeah, that was fucked up. You're doodoo. Yeah. You're doodoo. So YouTubers, I did want to share that with you guys. Um because I am going through it, and this because my child, and I heard a lot of stories of these same DCFS people doing the same thing, you know. So I did want to spread that story as well, you guys. Um, let's see what else I was going to tell you guys. Judge Joe Brown says he's planning to sue anyone who says he's the judge that, that Cheryl Lee Ralph said sexually assaulted her. Why would he just jump up and say that? Or are you the one that did it? It says if Cheryl remains silent about his response, I feel like that's all I need to know. Mhm. Yeah, that's true. What? That is true. So she could smoke a blunt. She pregnant. So I always want to talk about something. Oh, y'all, get this. Lionsgate Entertainment is facing a $300 million lawsuit for alleging allowing 50 Cent to illegally intimidate an ex-kingpin who claimed 50 and others stole his life story for the hit show Power. I'm dead. According to According to All Hip Hop, Chris, aka Ghost Holland, claims that Lionsgate knew that 50 Cent was trying to intimidate him on multiple occasions, and they allowed it. The legal action is an extension of Holland's previous $1 billion lawsuit against Jackson, where he claimed that the TV series Power was based on his own life. Holland alleges that he met with Power co-creator Courtney Kim's dad in 2007 and shared his life story with him. Holland claims that Jackson used his story as the basis for the Power TV series without his consent or compensation. In the original lawsuit, Holland claims 50 Cent showed up in his neighborhood with men in vans and SUVs who went around the area looking for a man named Ghost. The men finally found Holland and stared him down as he stood in the driveway. Holland claimed he was forced to arm himself, and he also claimed 50 Cent and his goons, while they were in the neighborhood, they prevented him from confronting the rapper. According to Holland's latest lawsuit, Lionsgate Entertainment was aware of Jackson's illegal activities and harmful behavior, but still hired and allowed him to develop and produce Power. Holland alleges that Jackson used the TV series to further intimidate and harm him, ultimately leading to the supposed intimidation campaign. Corey Ghost Holland is seeking 300 million in damages for intentional infliction of emotional distress and negligence in hiring and retention, among other charges. The lawsuit also seeks to prevent Lionsgate Entertainment from using Holland's life story in future production without his consent and compensation. So the whole damn story Power is not even 50 Cent shit. Oh my goodness, I'm dead. 50 Cent, you just do. So you done took credit of this man, go looking for this man. They took this man's life, pretended that you made this whole story or whatever you did, and didn't pay this man nothing for this man's life. So Ghost is a real story, okay, and a real person, you guys. But 50 Cent took that ghost story, made a TV show out of it, as we love and watch. I know a lot of us have watched Power. A lot of us have. But to hear that, come on now, 50, 50, you need your boat. This is just ridiculous. It don't get no better than this, you guys. I just can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. This is ridiculous, 50. He should. I hope he get his sued the way he treat his son. I hope he get his butt sued off the pants off his butt. Oh my goodness. We ain't gonna talk about this little demon, little Nas X. I rebuke that one. It's a nasty butt. Mm. Yeah. Kim Kardashian is making sure her kids' money is just as long as hers. Good thing, Kim. The mother of four reportedly just trademarked multiple business names for her daughter, North, including a skincare and toy line. I heard that. She's trying to get her baby some money. That's right. The U.S. Sun reportedly that Kim K for four trademarks in the 9-year-old's name, put four trademarks. The first trademark was non-medicated skin preparations, skin moisturizers, skin lotions, skin creams, and skin cleansers. North can also expand the line into skin serums, facial oils, body oils, bath and shower gifts if she wants. Well, the second trademark covered toy figures, doll accessories, and the third and fourth focused on advertisement and entertainment services. Well, that's right. Get your baby ready. That's right. Oh, Six Flag got a new album. I didn't even know that. I love Six Flag. So Six Flag album is charting #1 on R&B albums ahead of SZA. Okay, period. Period, y'all. Period. That's awesome. Okay, Keith Sweat having a good time on stage. Okay, y'all, listen to this story. It's so sad. A new discovery has been found in the case of the three Texas sisters who reportedly drowned back in July of 2022. Original report stated that Zariel Robinson Oliver, 9, Amaya Hughes, 8, and T. Mart Robinson Oliver, 5, drowned in a neighborhood pound while under the watch of their mother's friend. Lord have mercy. Yet Cass County District Attorney Courtney Shelton revealed in a statement Thursday that the girls suffered lacerations to their faces and strangulations prior to the drowning. The girls, along with the 3 other siblings, were being babysit by their mother's friend while she worked prior to their disappearance. Upon noticing they vanished around 10 p.m., she contacted 911, and a multi-agency search ensued. The girls were found hours later at 2 a.m. in a neighbor's pond with their clothing scattered in and around the pond, and we have no idea what the girls were doing there. Cass County Sheriff Kerry Rose told the Texarkana Gazette upon discovery of the victims. The investigation has been ongoing for 8 months, but no suspects has been made. Everybody, please keep the families affected in your thoughts and prayers. Well, I don't understand if the pond is on private property and the people who own it will let them in. You know, why has the babies got lacerations on their neck or strangling? I don't understand that. That's sad. And why is no one in custody? You guys, this has been Sunshine Jamaican Blazing Chocolate with your news and tea time with me. Come back and come see me again, okay? Yes, I am. Okay, you guys. Once again, this is Sunshine Jamaican Blazing Chocolate. Sorry. Bless you. And you guys come back, YouTubers, okay? Don't forget to share, follow, like, and subscribe. Share, follow, like, and subscribe. YouTubers, come back for more with Tea Time, Chat Time with your girl. And also follow my channel and check me out also on WindyCityUnderground.com, your music radio station for OG Real Talk on Mondays and Thursdays from 2 to 2, as well as D Blazing Hot Radio, bringing you the heat and the fire and everything, you guys. Much, much love. Much, much love. Bring it in. Come on, come on, come on. Bring it in. Okay, you guys. Y'all stay safe. Keep your head up. Check on your people, mental health wise, physical wise, health wise, period. Check on your people. Much love. Be listening out for my new album. Hopefully by the summertime, I should have it out. And I'm out. Wait. And guys, please stay prayed up. Put God first and stay prayed up. Thank God for everything and thank God for being here. Put God first, okay? Stay prayed up. Now I can go. Goodbye.
Do two people say your name? Because your name say Roy Dominique.